Oh, I don't feel well. Morning, not as hot today then, still going to be scorching though. Yesterday, mental to be honest with you, it reached about 40 degrees and I did nearly melt. Today I'm heading to Monarto Safari Park. It's a little bit of a last minute option, I didn't really know what to do today. It's been recommended to me. It's apparently very good. It's about an hour away, so before we go there I need to get some petrol. Absolutely no idea what side my petrol filler cap is on. I think it's that side. And this is going to be my first time filling up in Australia. Let's clean the window first and foremost because it's been a bit dusty overnight. Nice and clean, lovely, beautiful. Get my guidance on Monarto Safari Park. Got my cash. You have to pre-book, just so you know. Let's type in Monarto and see if I can do a search. Monarto Zoo.
Please turn next right.
Let's see if it's taking me to the same sort of place I thought it would be taking me. Monarto. Good. Right. So filling up first and foremost. I'm so glad it's not as hot today. I didn't need it to be 40 degrees today. So I slept well. I didn't feel great when I woke up this morning. I've had some brekkie this morning as well. Slept well. Ham and cheese toasty or something this morning. It was okay. Now, how do I get into the service station? Let's go this way. Keep left. Now, have I done this the wrong way? Yes. So I'm going to spin round in the forecourt. Unleaded 91. That's what I want, isn't it? Petrol. What is diesel? Okay. It says there. Okay. Let's park this up. Regular unleaded petrol. So where's the diesel? Oh, why is the diesel pump in a weird place? Okay, fine, let's do this. $40. What's that? 20 quid for 25 litres of petrol? Well, $39.16. 25.28. So it was $1.54 per litre. 80 pence a litre. Why is it so cheap? It is cheap, right? Anyway, let's go to Monarto.
Prepare to turn right soon.
Let's go this way, out of here to Connell Street, but it's taking me a weird way. Do you know what? I'm just going to lag it and go this way. And if I need to do a U-E, I will do a U-E. So Monarto Safari Park, the largest safari outside of Africa, allegedly. That's what they say. It's $54 for me to go today, so what's that? 25, 30 quid. And I've done a little donation as well to the park. Or will be doing a donation to the park because you're meant to book online. You need to book and have a ticket before you get there.
Right.
However, didn't like my foreign money, didn't like my credit card, the website, so I have asked the people via email
right after
if I could pay when I get there. And they've said no. I've said, oh, I won't be coming then. And they've said, well, yes then. So shout out to Charlotte and her team for organising the fact that I could pay on the day. Yesterday, by the way, good day. I had a great day yesterday at the museum and also the large rocking horse. That was great fun. And see the news at Mount Barker as well. I'm glad it's a bit cooler today. I enjoyed my trip up into the Adelaide Hills last night, coming down and seeing the city. That was great. See what we can see today. Day, I don't know, 7 of not seeing a proton? Maybe? Who knows? Check out that skyline. Look at that, awesome. I've had to turn my aircon right up because my phone was getting really warm and it just cuts out, the camera stops when it gets too hot. So I'm going back round the sort of underside of the city now. Don't get hit by that bus in the bus lane, in the bus route. It's almost like a ring road, I suppose, around the city, looking towards the Adelaide Hills or the hills of Mount Lofty that came down from yesterday. I had a great thought overnight. What I could do with this footage is directly upload it to a Google Drive or something and then pay an editor. Have somebody sat the other side of the world editing this footage for you. So if you want to work for John Coupland Cars as an editor, let me know. That could be the way forward, couldn't it? I could do travel vlogs. I could just be driving around talking absolute nonsense and you could be sat at home editing it for me. I feel more confident now I've filled up the car for the first time and know where the fuel filler cap is, which is on the near side. It's a swanky looking building. It's like a big porcupine. It's the National Wine Centre of Australia. I thought I'd been there. 59 kilometres away. We were quite close to Monarto Safari Park yesterday when we went to Harndorf and places like that. Got their brekkie. Good lads. If this was a roundabout here, it would be a lot easier, wouldn't it? Just saying. Oh, I thought it was a mister. It's sprinklers on in the park. Can you see his Well, I thought he'd got rhubars on, but I don't think he has. I think he's got something along his truck so he can carry a big ladder, but looking forward to seeing things with rhubars on out in the bush. These Lancers are so tasty. Let's go! Little Flinders Street.
After 400 metres, leave the roundabout at the first exit.
Right there, mate.
Roundabout at the second.
Everyone's realised it's not 40 degrees. Right, well, I don't like this. This is an intersection into a roundabout. It's all or nothing with you Aussies.
Leave the roundabout at the first exit. Then leave the roundabout at the second exit.
Sip and Save, open every day from 10 a.m. until 3 a.m. So you've got all the time to get drunk. Oh, I didn't like that roundabout.
Follow the road for
Holden dealership, City Holden, still at your service. So my knowledge of Holdens before I came on this trip was pretty much zero, right? Like the postman buggy. Hey postman buggy. Yeah, so my knowledge of Holdens was pretty much zero before I came on the trip. And the more I've read into it and seen the car since I've been here, the more the story saddens me a little bit. The fact that up until, what, 2017? So 9 years, they were still being made here in Australia. No more Holden. That's sad. That's really sad. So it's my understanding they're going to be going up and out into sort of hills
right
again.
soon and follow the A17.
A17 this time. What, towards Fosdyke?
Turn right after 300 metres and follow the A17.
It's not lost on me that the roads I'm driving are the same roads I would be driving if I was at home. The A16, the A17. Where's the A52? Stay hydrated. Oh, that's good. I found a fridge in my hotel that I can put this in. It was in a cupboard that I didn't look in. I am slathered up to the eyeballs in factor 30 today because I do not want to burn. But I think I'll be going home with a tan. This guy's turning around. He had enough, mate. Unless he knows something I don't know. You know, that's one thing I have not seen a lot of on my journey so far, on houses. Solar panels.
Please turn second right.
Where were all the solar panels? They must be here, right? I just can't see them. City of Norwood, Payneham and St Peters. Okay, Norwood. Sounds good, doesn't it? I am looking around for solar panels. There's a house right in the distance that's got 4 on the roof, but aside from that, nothing. Let's go. Green arrow. Why are we farting about? Seems that we've got ditherers here in Australia too. That's pretty, isn't it? GTRS. What is it with people? They see the green light and they think, yeah, green means go. I'll put the car into gear and now I'll slowly saunter off. No! Rev up and go. It's green. Pet hate of mine. Dithering at green lights. Just go! I've also realised 2 days in a row I'm wearing an MR2 t-shirt. Yesterday my AW11 and this one Driver Classics was the front end. It's the wrong blue though. Turn left. Okay, will do. Burnside Village.
Second left.
I wonder what that is. Burnside Village. Looks posh. We're seeing a few Porsches around here. Look at that place. Tiffany & Co. Okay, we're in the posh area, aren't we? Up near the hills. I see what we've done. We've come round because I drove past that yesterday on the way back from the hills. And what is that, a Perodua? Maybe. I can't see it. It's hiding. Come on then, let's go. So I believe we're going back into the hills now. He had a good moustache. Strong moustache game, sir. One thing I'm noticing a lot of here in Australia are the Rotary Club, the Lions, a lot of sectors of those and a lot of community halls and meeting places for those, and also a lot of Masonic temples, a lot of Freemasons.
After 400 metres, leave the roundabout at the second exit and continue to follow Greenhill Road.
So we're going straight on. However, if I'd gone right, I'm going to go back towards Waterfall Gully and the Cleland National Park, which is where we were yesterday.
Leave the roundabout at the second exit.
I'm glad we've got roundabouts again today. That's pretty, whatever it was. Come on, little Swifty. Up we go. Oh, years are going again. I should probably just stay in this lane, actually, because lots of people are parked on the side of the road, despite it being a clear way. This is pretty. Big plot of land there. What's this? Oh, I thought it was for sale. That's pretty as well. I love the old Toyotas. Koala Rescue. Free 24/7 service. Now, is that rescuing koalas? Or is that rescuing you if you become broken down and the service is just called Koala Rescue? For the second day running then, back up into the Adelaide Hills wine region. Yep, look for this symbol. Green Hill Recreation Park. So we're coming back now up the road we came down from Mount Lofty yesterday. Look at these houses up here. You've Certainly got a view up there. Next 6k, kangaroos. Will we see any today? Still not seen any roos. A week into being in Australia, no kangaroos. Goodness, there's some beautiful houses up here with a view of the city. They must be millions and millions of dollars. Look at this. Yeah, this is nice, isn't it? Green Hill. You probably can't see that. The whole city is behind me here. See it? You'll see it in a minute. That's the whole city. That's the city of Adelaide behind me. Again, if I get to the safari park and they turn around and say, sorry mate, we're full, I don't care. Because today it's been about the journey and not the destination. This is better doing this route up than it was coming down. I should have had a 360 camera stuck on the roof. Koalas at night. I'd love to see a wild koala. I'd love to. I saw that video of the Aussie couple that come home and find a koala in their Christmas tree. I slept well last night. I had a good solid 8 hours. I don't think I'm jet lagged now. I think I am over my jet lag, which is good news. Total fire ban today. Yeah, absolutely there is. No fire, please. Dear. The Swift is doing well on the hills. I'm doing 50k in an 80, but I'm not here to win any races today, and I haven't got a Toyota up my bum like most of yesterday. My goodness, this chap's biking up here. Rather you than me, mate. You want a lift? He's going to have sore calves by the end of the day. This is great fun. There's a flat spot here, mate. You can chill out. Great twisty, turny roads. Puts a smile on my face, this. This is what I needed. Suzuki Super Carry. Oh, throwing it around the hills. Mount Lofty Summit Road. We're back up to where we were yesterday. Looking down on the vineyards. This is great. This is a tight corner. That's where we came yesterday, down there. Roadside seasonal produce. Yeah, nice. Jars of flowers. It's cute. So I'm in a place called Summertown. Doesn't sound like a real place, does it? Either that or it's a sleepy part of the world where grim murders keep happening. This week in Summertown. A bit like Midsummer. Who keeps moving there? Having a great time. Local produce jam. What's this guy doing in the middle of the road? His Kubota. Oh, he's loading into that trailer. Nice. Husqvarnas. So this is the other side of the Mount Lofty Scenic Drive. Lofty Valley Estate. It'd be good to probably visit a winery today if I can get to it. There's a cellar door here, look. It's closed. Everywhere seems closed. Maybe it's a weekend thing. Watton Cherries. Shed door sales. Just buy some cherries. There's the cherry trees with all the netting on, protected from the birds. How many cherries on there, bro? They're all at the shed door. I can't say where I am. Uralda, maybe? Uralda? Well, that's where I am. Well, I'm driving through. I'm still on Green Hill Road. It's still one big long road. Holden Commodore. That'd be a cool car to have grabbed, wouldn't it? I'd love to add an Australian classic to my car collection. Maybe a Holden Commodore from the 70s, something like that. Or a Ford Falcon. A Ute would probably be the ultimate one though, wouldn't it? A Holden Ute V8. What's that in front of me? BYD something. Still 40 kilometres away. BYD Atto 3. Never heard of it. The badge on the Build Your Dreams car is massive. The tables have turned, Mr. Toyota, and I'm going to sit up your arse. Or not, he's going to pull in, so I can't sit up his arse. Don't know why he did that, but fair enough. He's enjoying the journey and not the destination too. What would be lovely on these roads is a nice rear-wheel drive Porsche, Toyota, Audi, something you can have a bit of fun with. Maybe a Lamborghini. Nice rear engine something. It'd be cool to drive my MR2 up here. This is a nice road. This is nice. He's going to have a better day on his bike than me. I'm literally just coasting along. Scrubbing a bit of speed off in the corners, and apart from that, just off we go. We're descending down, 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 down. Oh, let's come out of that corner with some power. Quarry. Adelaide Hills sandstone. The great thing about these roads, as opposed to being in the outback, is you have to concentrate. And you have to actually enjoy driving, as opposed to being on a straight road, where it's continued for 170 kilometres. So far on my trip I've covered 280 kilometres in the car, so I think I've got a range of about 350 kilometres out of a tank, but I did fill up a quarter of a tank left. It's a bit more windy today, which is good. It's not cold wind, it's a dry wind, and actually that's probably not good for forest fires. But it's good for safari, I think.
Turn right after 300 metres and follow Nairn Road.
Onkaparinga River. Yeah, that's pretty. Some sort of EV.
Please turn next right.
Road closed.
Turn right after 250 metres and follow Onkaparinga Valley Road.
God loves you. Thank you.
Please turn next right, then take the second left turn.
So, Harndorf and Burnwood. We have been here. We were here yesterday, weren't we? Foodland, the mighty South Aussies. Stay hydrated. So there's some temporary traffic lights up ahead. There's like an off-roading Mini here. Nice. Looks like he's been track daying it. Mini cabriolet in purple. Here we go. Now we'll have the South Australian dither at traffic lights. That's it, mate. Yeah, you dither about. That's good.
Please turn next left.
They're putting a roundabout in. This is the roundabout they're putting in. Well done, Australians.
Follow the road for 7 kilometres.
Like an army training centre there. That was a weird little junction. Right, back up to 80. No ruse. You can't say it's too hot for you today, Mr. Brew, because it's not. Not in comparison to yesterday. So in my game of Australian wildlife, I've not seen kangaroos. I've not seen an emu. I've not seen a koala. I've not seen a quokka. I've not seen a wombat. I've not seen a duck-billed black. I've seen nothing. What have I seen? A seal. I could have gone to Mablethorpe and seen a seal. I've not even seen a cockatoo. Audi A4 B5 in that field. Cool. Lots of cherries here. Cherry growing. I didn't realise that cherries were also grown. I thought it was mainly just grapes for wine. Well, you get cherry wine as well, obviously. But what, tiny little hay bales? They're like that big. 27 kilometres away, 20 minutes. In that time, will I see a kangaroo? I doubt it. That was a weird little railway crossing with nothing. Railway crossing not in use, that's why. Coming down to a 50. You can keep beeping, but I'm not in the 50 yet. I'm slowing down ready for the 50. I've changed my limiter for the 50. Stop beeping. There's the 50. Right, thank you.
After 300 metres, leave the roundabout at the first exit and follow North Terrace.
Another roundabout. You feeling okay? Sip and save drive through.
Leave the roundabout at first exit.
Ford Falcon. Yeah, Littlehampton, very nice. Total fire ban. There's a flag being flown there that says that. Waterfront terraces being built. That looks nice. Whoa, this is a dip and a half. Gonna ride the brake down and accelerate up. A lot more bearable in the car today. A lot more bearable. The horse has got a coat on. A bit warm for coats.
Leave the roundabout at the second exit.
Adelaide Hills Road.
Follow the road for 21 kilometres.
21k on this road, then I must be there. Yeah. I'm seeing all these people driving around in Land Cruisers and all that sort of stuff. That would have been a cool little hire, wouldn't it? Driving around in me 4x4. Welcome to Nairn. Did we come to Nairn yesterday? I think we did, at some point. Can't remember. So this roundabout is not on my sat-nav, which means that they've put it in. Which means that more roundabouts are being installed in Australia. Is there any correlation between me asking for roundabouts and them all of a sudden putting them in overnight? Probably. You're welcome, Australia. Old Country Hotel, which is a pub, as we know. That one closed, needs renovating. Tin Shed Distilling Co. Cool. Big Foodland there. And a cool old ute in front of me. Proper vintage ute. Check that out, boys and girls. Ford Falcon ute. Probably what, 1960s? 1970s? Great guy. I think I'd be that person that also drove around in an 80s ute, maybe. 17 kilometres away. What's that? 10 minutes, it says. I'm going to get there about midday, which is later than I wanted to get there, but with all the kerfuffle with the tickets and stuff, I didn't really leave as early as I was going to. It's about the journey, remember. Back up in the hills, still looking for rooms. Here's 100. Don't mind if I do. Come on, little Swifty, up this hill. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, that's enough now. I hit 100, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to hit 100 on that slope. That crash barrier is there for a reason. I feel like I'm in the middle of nowhere. In fact, I am in the middle of somewhere, but nowhere. It's cloudy over there, it looks like rain. That is actually a rain cloud. It's not going to rain, is it? Can't be. It's definitely a rain cloud. I'm keeping an eye out now for skippies, because if the weather's turning, they might be more active. No bush kangaroos yet. There's not much to see here. Sorry about that. Big pipeline there. I'm guessing that's water. Sort of goes up and under the road. This cloud is disconcerting. Look at it. I didn't pay for this. Yes, I know. 60. What are we going to do to 60 for now? Yeah, Bloody beep at me. To me that's saying beep at me. Here we go. Right, we're here at a place called Kanmantoo, established 1849. Copper country. Fair enough. I'm assuming there's copper mines here. Were copper mines here back in the day. General store and postal agency. And a pub called the Britannia. That was a very small little village. They've got a wine bar, a general shop and a fire station. Now something like that hadn't got a police station from what I could see. Imagine being stationed out in the arse end of nowhere. 4 kilometres away now. So I have no idea what this place is like. I don't know if it's a zoo that you walk around. Just say that there are buses that leave to go round the park. So we will just see what we're going to see. I've got no idea what we're going to actually see. I'm assuming elephants, giraffe, hopefully a bloody kangaroo. I'm more bothered about seeing a kangaroo now than I am a blooming proton. I thought the difficult bit would be to find a proton, not a blooming skip. Someone took that hump too quick. Freeway, just out of nowhere. Freeway back to Adelaide. I think we've come the scenic route by the looks of this. Murray Bridge, the rural city of, you're telling me. Monarto Safari Park. Right, we're in the right sort of place. I've seen the first sign for it now.
You will arrive at your destination on the right after 300 metres.
Right, I don't think so.
Station is located right.
I mean, it's not, but okay. But I've seen a sign for it now, so I'm just going to carry on. Kangaroo sign that's been altered to look like a pterodactyl or a dinosaur. So how do I get to the safari then? We'll just carry on this road. Hello, elephants. That looks like it could be a safari park. Maybe not. It's an unsealed road. Well, I'm really thundering along this road now. It's very overcast now, actually. I've not paid for overcast. I've paid for hot. Where's the safari park? It's a green energy plant. Is it a solar farm? Monarto Safari Park. Turn left. We've moved. Entry on Monarto Road. Monarto with a rhino. Bruce is laying out some cones here. Needs more cones, mate. Yeah, thanks, mate. We carry on. So previously called Monarto Open Range Zoo. It's now been changed to Monarto Safari Park. I've got no idea if it's the place where you take your own car in. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Monkeys were in the Swift. It is my understanding there's a little bus that takes you around. Goats, right. We see a sign here. What does it say? Monarto Safari Park. This way. Oh, there was a Toyota in a barn. Monarto Safari Park. This is boring. So I am going to have hours and hours of footage of just driving across Australia or driving around Australia. If I should just put them into one big, video, you can just watch 50 hours of driving. Oh, giraffes. 1 kilometre this way. Oh, it'd be cool to see giraffes. Monarto Safari Resort. Then calling it a resort is a bit of a stretch, isn't it? I wouldn't have wanted to do that trip on a bus, like a tour guided bus. There's the pipeline. Does the pipeline go underneath? Yeah, it does. I love how these pipes go donk underneath places. Monarto, welcome. Thank you. Monarto Safari Park. Here we are. Dusty. We have arrived. There's a busy old car park. Oh, it's not that busy. Not as busy as I had expected on a Friday morning in the school holidays. Maybe a lot of people have come out early or have come out and already been. Always check the car park, by the way. I'm going to park next to this Holden Captiva. Lovely. I'm going to put some trainers on, I think. We're here. Yes, I've decided to swap my flip-flops for shoes. So I've arrived, I've parked up, had a look at some Nissan Patrols, and now I'm going to enter the safari park. It's actually quite windy out here, but we shall see what we can see. So I'm in, got my ticket, $54. It's a bit different today. There are 2 options you can normally do, which is walking tracks and a bus stop, so walking trail. However, the walking trail is closed today due to the heat. In fact, the heat's gone really now, hasn't it? But the walking track is closed. You can go through, however, as many times as you want and get off. So what you do is you get on your bus and away you go. So there's giraffes, all sorts of stuff. So we shall see. So get on the bus, get off the bus, get on the bus, get off the bus. Every 15 minutes a bus. I'm assuming that everyone probably thought that this place was going to be closed today, and it is relatively closed. You can't do the walking tours. There's the map behind me, due to the fact that they're saying it's extreme heat, but it's not extreme heat. They just can't be bothered, I think. But anyway, let's go see some rock wallabies, meerkats and chimpanzees. I also saw some emus, and on the bus we also saw some oryx. Oh, hey, how's it going? Emu. I think it might be a rhea. Is it a rhea or an emu? Let me know. I mean, this guy's pretty friendly. So, that's not something you see every day at the zoo, is that another exhibit gets killed by another one of the exhibits. Those chimpanzees have got hold of that possum somehow. It's entered the exhibit, and the possum is clearly now regretting its life choices, or death choices. Now, I thought that chimpanzees were herbivores. They're actually omnivores, so would eat meat, potentially. Speaking to the keeper there, who's all of a sudden closed the platform and going, yeah, we're closing this now, guys, has said that they would have killed it for sport. Enrichment. Not something you see every day at the zoo, is it? Right, this is Wallaby Gorge. Let's see if we can see some wallabies. So far today then, I have seen chimpanzees murder in cold blood, a possum, and 2 emus. That's it.
So he's the only male, so all those does that he's to look after and keep together with her. 6 buffalo, 6 ago we had 4, so we've now got 5.
So cute.
Look at the
As well as Tucky. The 2 girls from Taronga are Tang Mo and Pak Boon. When you look down their legs, front legs, they're their wrists, calcify to the skull and become a permanent part. Ostrich, when they're in mating season, they're good now, that's good. The male has a mane.
Okay, so that was Monarto Safari Park. A little bit of a tailored day out, really, because I wasn't able to go on the walking path. I think, genuinely, if it was a day where it wasn't closed because of the extreme heat, and it's not extreme heat, then I think it would have been grand. But saying that, being on the bus, got to see some great things, and you've seen the highlights as well. There is a cafe here. I am fancying a snack. However, I think what I'm going to do is get back in the car and find somewhere to go and maybe get a pie. Here's my Lancer of the day. Look at this. Check them lights out. Right, there we go then. That was Monarto Safari Park, and it was okay. It was alright. Would I go again? Probably not, to be honest with you, but I can say I've seen it. I suppose once you've seen one herd of elephants and one giraffe, you don't need to go see them everywhere, do you? But it was a nice afternoon out, or a nice couple of hours out. I've been there a couple of hours. I'm going to go to, now, the Murray Bridge Bunyip. The what, John? I've never heard of one of them before. Yeah, it's going to be awesome, this. If you like or dislike submecophobia, or if you have submecophobia, this is not going to be for you. This fly is annoying me as well. Wax on, wax off. Get off. Flies are us. Anyway, for the sake of 10 kilometres away, on the road that I was going to be going anyway, I'm going to go see the Murray Bridge Bunyip, which you'll see what it is when I get there. It's one of those things that I'm going to go, there it is, and everyone's going to go, why on earth did you go and see that? I actually forgot about this, but I did know about it because I have a real interest in animatronics and submecophobia. And then whilst in Murray Bridge, I'm probably going to get something to eat. So it's 3:20. So Ryan and I have booked, in fact Ryan has booked something really special for the next couple of weeks. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you are going to love it when it comes on the channel, I hope. Just a cool little experience we're going to do. Bye Monarto. Murray Bridge, 12k.
The road for 8 kilometres.
Probably not going to have a late one tonight, which is good. I'm going to also do some laundry, do some washing at the hotel. Won't be today, Friday, so Sunday I'm leaving. And the videos on the channel are a day or two behind now. My God, this fly needs to get out of here. I made a terrible mistake of letting him in. See if I could blow him out. Get out of here. He's absolutely hunkered down somewhere, hasn't he? Right, let's go to the Bunyip. Well, there's not much interesting on this road, is there? Solar farm. It's the first solar farm I've seen. Interesting. Still not seen any kangaroos. In fact, I went to the wildlife park and haven't even seen a kangaroo. What's that all about? Where are they all? Someone's been having some great fun sliding along this road, looking. Drift along this road. Drift. It's not a very big solar farm. And they've binned it in here, look. Someone's had a great time. Still drifting. They've had a right drift all the way down here. I'm trying to follow their tyres. Christ, they've really done it, haven't they? Really slid round. Okay, I've just altered it. 4 kilometres away now from the Bunyip. Don't hold your breath for anything special, please.
Turn left after 300 metres and follow Cypress Terrace.
Turn left.
Please turn next left. Turn right after 250 metres.
Okay. Do you know what would be cool while I'm here? To go to some sort of parts store or car store and grab a Holden
Please turn
badge.
next right.
If I can find one. What is this coming? It looks like a BMW i8. Is it? Yes, it is. That's nice.
Follow the road for 2 kilometres.
Looks quite swanky in yellow. They're continuing their drifting on this road. It's not a 50 yet. I've just changed it down. There we go. Stop wittering. Yellow Mitsubishi Lancer. I could go with that. That crossing messed me up there for a second. Yeah, I'm going to have to try and buy something that says Holden, aren't I?
Prepare to turn left soon.
Left? Really?
Turn left after 300 metres and follow Bridge Street.
Murray Bridge Community Centre. So we are in Murray Bridge. There's a Ford dealership here. Pick up some parts for Hubnut's car.
Please turn next left.
That, I think, is the first Renault I have seen since I've been here. Renault Koleos. There's a Coles here as well. I might go to Coles and K-Hub and whatever and grab something to eat, I think. Stay hydrated. That BMW looks like it's been wrapped. In fact, I'm confident it has been wrapped. It's like a matte yellow. It's pretty, that, isn't it? I've always wanted to drive an i8. So if you've got an i8 and you want me to fulfill my dream, let me know and I'll drive it. Thanks now.
Turn right after 300 metres and follow East Terrace. Please turn next right.
The Bunyip. There you go. So it's even got its own little sign.
Turn left after 150 metres and continue to follow East Terrace.
Oh, there's a Woolies here. The Bunyip. It's
Please
signed.
turn next left.
How do I get to the Bunyip monster? Straight ahead. Okay.
Turn left after 2. Please turn next left. You will arrive at your destination after 150 metres.
This is the Murray Bridge Club. This is it. I'm in the wrong place. Let's check out the car park. Let's say we're doing that. Cool. We've checked out the car park.
Turn left after 50 metres.
Wanna see the Bunyip? I wanna get I can see it. I can see its house.
You have reached destination.
Here we go. Define fun. And then I'm going to go to Woolies. I wonder if they've got a barbecue here. So for those of you that don't know, submechaphobia is having a phobia of stuff mechanical that's submerged and works underwater. This looks like it's in a house. We're here then, at the Bunyip. And it is submerged currently. Ah, and here's the Bunyip. That was incredible. Absolutely incredible. I'm going to give it 5 minutes because it needs a 5-minute gap in between, and then I'm going to do it again. It's not been a wasted journey either, because there's a tree full of cockatoos. Hooray! I finally got to see a cockatoo. There's hundreds of them in this tree. That's where they all are, look. That was Murray Bridge, and that was well worth it to go and see the Bunyip. Urban legend, basically. Don't go swimming alone, and don't take more fish than you can eat. Right, I'm going to head to Woolies, I'm going to go get something to eat, and then I'm going to go see where the world takes me. I've started a trend now. Everyone wants to see the Bunyip. There it is, in its little air shelter type hut. It's stupid, but I've got to come and see it. Excellent. Communal barbecues. They have. Do I go to Woolies and find a communal barbecue spot? I don't have tongs and stuff, do I? That's annoying. Maybe not then. Might have to tap Ryan up for some tongs when I go see him next week. Right, to Woolies, please. It's over there somewhere. That's a nice little area, like a little parkland area. Have I gone the wrong way? What's that? What's that? It looks like a Lancer, but it could be a Proton. Let's catch up with it, please. Oh, it's a Lancer. I thought, is my dreams gonna come true? I've seen the Bunyip, and it's not. It's a Hyundai Accent. I've seen the Cockatoo, and then I could see a Proton. That Hyundai Accent is a bit shit. It even says Shitbox Edition on the side of it. I like it. What a nice little area, a little parkland area. Let's go to Woolies, Murray Bridge, see what we can get. Tank there, Murray Bridge Library, big double purple Holden. Oh, that's very nice, isn't it? The purple Holden SV6. Just want to go into Woolies though. Can I park in here? Yeah, 1 hour. Awesome, thanks. Oh, we've got to go here. Silly Solly's, Australian's #1 discount store. Yes, please. You don't need to tell me twice, boy. Nothing over $5. Now I know somebody who would have loved Silly Solly's, and that is Dad. Bargains. Bargains galore. I love a shop like that. Now to Woolies. I mean, shout out to the team at St George's Bakehouse in the Murray Bridge Marketplace, who have given me, for lack of a better term, a load of free stuff. We've got some free sausage rolls and a free Cornish pasty. Not because of anything other than it's the end of the day. And I was like, guys, I'll pay you for it, it's not a problem. He's like, no, it's on us, mate. Take some more. So I'm going to sit here. No, I'm not. I'm going to drive back towards the Bunyip. I did go to Woolworths and get some jam donuts as well. Yellow stickering are us. I'm going to drive back towards the Bunyip and I'm going to eat my free Cornish pasty and my free sausage rolls. Unreal, guys. Unreal. What great guys. I'm going to see if the Bunyip wants a sausage roll. Yeah, you just wait there, missus. I'd probably stick out like a sore thumb as a tourist, right? But it makes no difference to me. I'm going to enjoy it. Enjoy the Aussie hospitality. That's Australian, not un-Australian, as opposed to yesterday. Right, the Bunyip monster this way. So 4:20. By the time I get back to my hotel, it's going to be what, 6 o'clock? I look like a child. I'm going to sit and look at the Bunyip, listen to the Cockatoos, and eat my pie. Where am I going to stop? There's the Bunyip. I'm going to stop a bit further up and look at these folks having a barbecue. And look at the river. Nice. After making the mistake yesterday of eating my pie in the car and getting it everywhere, I'm going to actually eat it outside today. Check out the modest pelican, telling us all to stay hydrated. Loads of stuff going on down here, look. So it's a Friday afternoon, it's 4:30. In front of me is a family using communal barbecue to have a barbecue. Then there's a pelican in the river. There's a family going up and down the river on jet skis. Another family on a jetty jumping in, diving in, having a whale of a time. There's a couple next to me. They've clearly packed a picnic and they're just enjoying it. And I've got cockatoos just you know, flying around me. What a great quality of life out here in Australia. I just can't comprehend it. It blows my mind. Right, it's time to leave the Bunyip, it's time to leave the Murray River and my free sausage rolls and the pelican and go back to my hotel. I think it's nearly 5 o'clock. By the time I get there, it's going to be sort of 7. Get in the pool. I think I'm going to have a little bit of a swim and get a bit of an early night because tomorrow I'm going to have a day of sorting my stuff out for next week. I'm going to sort out some accommodation. I'm going to sort out plans. Yeah. The road trip begins properly in the next couple of days, and that is when I'm going to be going driving. Right, let's set this up to my hotel, which is 160 O'Connell Street. How far away am I from Adelaide?
The route has been calculated.
100 kilometres away, so we better carry on. ETA 6:15, which we know it's not going to be anywhere near that because Australia.
Follow the road for 250 metres.
Let's go. Hour and a half.
Bear right after 200 metres and follow Gench Road.
Salika.
Please turn next right.
You're getting deja vu. We've done this bit already. Well, I mean, the whole flock of cockatoos.
Turn
like
left
100
after
of them.
200 metres. Then take the next right turn immediately. Please turn next left. Then take the next right turn immediately. Bear right.
That's a cool truck, mate.
Turn right after 200 metres. Then take the next left turn immediately.
Left, right, where am I going?
Please turn next right. Then take the next left turn immediately.
It's almost as if these people have built their blocks to do this.
Please turn next left.
Prosser
Then take
Street.
the next right turn.
What a bunch of prossers.
Please turn next right.
Holden Ute coming. Here it comes. That's sexy.
Follow the road for 4 kilometres.
Oh, I've not got my limiter on. I don't want to get done speeding. That's the last thing I want. That's annoying. Goodness, I'm glad I filled up in the city. 179.9 here. Head yourself on down to Dutton's Ford if you fancy it. So we're heading sort of back down towards Monarto now. And we will take that road back towards Adelaide. The road back will be the same. So I won't necessarily show you the road back. Maybe put it back on when we're going back down the hills. I was washing his ute. Awesome, what a guy. But he's washing his ute, yeah. So I won't show you the road all the way back. Just the best bits. That was a nice purple Holden. I'm in a Toyota Camry sandwich. I've got a Camry.
Head turn left after 500 metres and follow Reedy Creek. Follow the road for 29 kilometres.
Back up to 100. The Swift is doing well today. It's driving very nicely. So my sat-nav is taking me a different way home. And the road I've just been on was nice and land. You could have been forgiven in thinking that it was Lincolnshire. Also, someone in a Camry has just flown past me and I'm doing 100k and he's gone. So maybe traffic enforcement is waiting up there. I like watching Aussie traffic cops, I don't know about you. What a beautiful afternoon. Absolutely stunning afternoon. It's been a good day. It's been a chilled day in comparison to the past couple of days. And my ears got sunburned the other day. And I did put some cream on, yes. It's because I wasn't wearing a wide-brimmed hat. I'm wearing a baseball cap. They're starting to peel now. Got little peely ears. Just to moisturise my ears. So the way that this is taking me back to Adelaide is not down through the hills by the looks of things. It's taking me sort of round and then down in via North Adelaide as opposed to through the city, which is what I did yesterday, which is okay, seeing different parts of the world. So I've actually entered Palmer, home of the Bear Rock. So I'm going to go see the Bear Rock. I have arrived at Bear Rock, which I'm glad I haven't gone out of my way to see. There's the Swift, by the way, at the side of the road. It is literally just at the side of the road, a rock that's there. It does look slightly like a bear. There it is. Bear Rock. Do you see the resemblance to a bear? See that? That's Ayers Rock. You've all been thoroughly spoilt today. These flies. You've seen the Bunyip and now Bear Rock. So heading back through Birdwood again, going through the Adelaide Hills on the way home back to my hotel. If you did watch the video yesterday or the previous video, then I went to Birdwood via the Adelaide Hills this way. Saw the big rocking horse, went to a local bakery and went to the National Motor Museum, which is here actually on my right coming up, and I went to that bakery across the road there. What was it called? Bloomberg Bakery. Yes, because Birdwood used to actually be called Bloomberg or Bloomberg. No idea why it changed the name to Birdwood. That's what it used to be called. Anyway, heading back down now into Adelaide, about 40 kilometres away, 40 minutes. You'll see the big, or we'll see the big rocking horse, but it's just down that way. Nice to see it from the alternative route, I suppose. Beautiful evening in the Adelaide Hills. Absolutely stunning. I've just had the local radio station on, which is being rebranded to KISS, actually. It's Mix 103.2 or something like that. It's being rebranded on the 19th of January, which is a shame. But yeah, a day done. 30 kilometres to go. I've been past the big rocking horse. It was all closed. As I was going to climb it again. It's a place called Tea Tree Gully, very close to where I am. But from what I can see online, it's just an area. It's not like an actual, you can climb this and see awesome walls and stuff. So, Tea Tree Gully, there you go. So we could do the Gorge Scenic Drive or the Torrens Valley Scenic Drive, and that's what we're doing, the Torrens Valley Scenic Drive back to the hotel. So, things I need to do in Adelaide before I leave, because I'm leaving on Sunday morning. It gives me one day, which is tomorrow. I have spotted a Proton dealership, and I am going to go to it and see if they've got any Protons and see if they've got any Proton tat. I'm talking shirts, hats, mugs, pens, coffee mugs, placemats, you name it, and see if I can buy any of that. Brochures as well, that's a plan for tomorrow. I need to do some washing. I was going to do it tonight, but I don't think I'm going to have enough time, and actually then I can put in today's clothes to the washing for tomorrow, because after Sunday morning, when I check out early, and I mean early, I'm checking out about 5:30 in the morning, I'm gone, I'm done at my hotel, and then I am hitting the road, and it's getting to that point where I don't know where the world is going to take me. The plan is to be on the Great Ocean Road. Hopefully the weather stays like this, and we have a great time. Will I get to Melbourne? Maybe. Will I get to Sydney? Maybe not. I've got to be back in Adelaide by Friday afternoon, because that is when Ryan and I start our adventure westwards of Adelaide. We're going to a place called Port Lincoln. We're going to do some oyster stuff in a place called Coffin Bay, and something really awesomely special that I am scared of doing, but I've always wanted to do. We're going to have a great time and hopefully bring you some great content. Oh, also, kangaroo update. Unconfirmed sighting of 4 or 5 kangaroos by a fence. Couldn't stop. Unconfirmed sighting. So I'm not counting it. I'm not counting that as a win for kangaroos today. But today we've spotted pelicans, cockatoos, a bit whatever it's called, bunyip, we've spotted that, and everything else at the Monarto Park. So it's been a day for wildlife today. But no, I'm not counting the kangaroos yet. We've got kangaroos to do, koalas, emus, quite a lot of stuff, which I'm hoping to do when I'm on the Great Ocean Road. 28 kilometres back to my hotel. You've seen this road, I'm not going to show you it again. But yeah, another great day down under. I keep forgetting it's like January the 7th or something. Doesn't feel like January the 7th, does it? Back then, to my hotel. That was nice and easy, to be honest with you. It's 6:30 in the evening. Gonna go see if the pool's free. If not, I'm gonna go and just chill out. Maybe go for a little walk. Maybe do a little bit of like late night shopping and get some editing done. That was a good day, wasn't it? See what happens next. Thanks for watching this latest video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, I've selected a couple more videos for you, especially on this page. You might enjoy those, and don't forget to subscribe to always keep up to date with the channel.